Hello and welcome to News to Gamers Extra, the show where we talk about the hottest topics in the gaming world. And we've got an amazing panel lined up today, haven't we? Right, we've got a special fan today, Steph, Eternal Steph HD, Twitch streamer, celebrity of Twitch. Welcome to News to Gamers.
Hi guys.
How's it going? Are you happy to be here? Is it a bit different from your Twitch channel?
I've been so excited all day. I've been at work, literally waiting to finish, like. So, yeah.
We've had your tweets. We've seen the tweets. I will retweet some for the viewers a bit later. And of course, Neil Dealino, the vlogger of all vloggers.
That was an important one.
Gaming guru, as I'd say.
Yeah.
Welcome to News to Gamers.
Hi, how you doing? Both all good?
Right. Good. And of course, Leanne's here.
Hey.
Right, we've got an exciting show, guys. After all the announcements, open world games are getting exciting again. It's like when GTA come out originally for me. All the open world games.
Yeah, GTA Open World was just the one.
It was where it all started, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
It was. We're going to touch on a load tonight. You know, the likes of Mafia 3 in a sec. Days Gone, which is a new IP from PS, from Sony. That looks awesome. Ubisoft have got a couple of new ones in the works. Steep, Ghost Recon, Watch Dogs, Forza Horizon 3, just loads. So we're all very excited. Let's start with Mafia 3 though, because that's probably the top of my list right now. It looks absolutely incredible. Are you guys looking forward to Mafia 3?
I've actually never played any of the Mafias, so
Really?
I think this will be, after seeing a bit of the trailer, I think...
This is going to be the one.
Yeah, this will be the one.
Is
I
it the
try.
crime game we've always wanted, Neil?
I played Mafia 2.
Yeah.
And unless my old brain isn't quite working, it wasn't very open world, I don't remember. It was very linear.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember people talking about the different Mafia games and like you take over restaurants and you can blackmail and bully them into giving you money.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm more interested in the setting and the location because New Orleans is an interesting part of America. It's got a lot of different
Yeah, so
culture and
you're
music
going
there
to-
as well.
To
That's
explore this new setting now, so
In 1968 as well,
Very old-fashioned, which
great,
is always
great,
good.
scene. And over 100 songs they've announced they've got in there, and the likes
It's
of
like,
House of the
don't even get
Rising
me
Sun,
started
Jimi
on songs.
Hendrix.
Every
you know.
Grand Theft Auto game, I've sat in a car, parked in an alley, and just listened to the entire radio
Yeah,
station.
yeah, we all have. We've all done that. But yeah, it looks an exciting game, and the announcement was as exciting for me as the gameplay trailer from E3. October 7th release, and what's interesting about this is there's gang management, which we haven't seen in a crime game or a GTA really. So you've got all these three alloys, each which bring you different sort of abilities, I guess. That quite excites me. The fact that Vito's back as well from the second one, because Vito was just a top protagonist. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. The likes of, for example, these allies you can call upon. Cassandra, you call her for extra weapons. Burke you can call on for backup, and Vito you can call upon just to smash stuff up.
He'd be my guy.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd like to see a lieutenant system, so I'd be like, Steph, go kill that guy.
Yeah, definitely.
We have like certain people for certain missions, like one's got a certain ability, well, not like ability, but it's only for that mission.
And
Like,
again, this sort
Yeah.
of concept would be really good with like a multiplayer system, as you
Well,
said.
yeah, definitely,
think.
yeah. I think it would. And again, due out in October, which we've already established on the show, several weeks running now that it's going to be an expensive month. Shall we take a look at the brand new trailer for Mafia 3? I think we should, shouldn't we?
Yes.
Let's have a quick look. This is Mafia 3.
Did you help Lincoln Clay murder Sal Marcano and all prominent members of his crime family? You're goddamn right I did.
Wolves will chase you in the pale moonlight.
He was just crazy on the cross. Heard you were dead.
Been hearing that a lot.
Drive your son like a railroad spine.
It's over.
This is never going to be over. But though you live to let him drown alive.
Gonna need your help. Nobody kills that scumbag but me.
Let that fever make the water.
You were there. I shot him right in the head. I was just... You shot him once.
looks so good, doesn't it? It really does.
So violent.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that they had all them cars in it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very
I believe there's
old-fashioned style, yeah.
over 70 different cars in the game, which is huge.
Yeah, there's a lot of people when they talk about GTA, they get fed up of the comedy aspects
Yeah.
and they
yeah.
yearn for a more serious game. And
Well, that's it. I think, you know, and that's what Mafia is. And I've
Yeah.
always enjoyed the Mafia franchise, and judging by that as well, it looks like we're going to enjoy another one. So I personally can't wait. Right, we're going to lead on another open world. We'll just quickly touch on this because you're a massive fan of Forza Horizon,
Oh my gosh,
aren't
yeah,
you?
it's one of my favourite
So, in
ones.
fact, you can lead the entire
Okay,
segment of
wow.
this. So, Forza Horizon 3 to Are you guys Forza fans?
Yes.
Yes, Steph, straight away, yes. What
I mean-
excites you about Forza Horizon 3 then?
I don't know. It's just it's different. Although I mean I played a couple of the different ones. There's the track one, and then obviously you've got the one that's not track
Which
based.
is the Horizon one. Which
And
is
I like the fact that it's not track based. It's just
Open world.
It's different
Yeah.
to go from a car racing game into open world settings.
yeah.
And if you played Horizon 2, where there was so much to do other than just doing racing, so you could go around and do these barn finds, and you could find the old-fashioned
Yeah,
cars,
I
which
love
is really good. And also you could race things you wouldn't normally race in a racing game,
Yeah.
like the fighter jets, hot air balloons, all sorts of crazy stuff. So yeah, I'm hoping it'll have the same sort of concepts like that in the new game as well.
Well, it's set in Australia, obviously, and you know, for that's a big, big call in itself because Australia's got all these open back roads and you know a lot of countryside and stuff. So, and they've actually picked parts of Australia to put into the game, which is going to be pretty damn cool as well. I was asked the question whether you could actually race a kangaroo. I still haven't
Yeah,
got
I
my
remember
answer
that
from Phil
one.
Spencer yet. So.
I wonder if you could get bit by a deadly spider as well.
Maybe, never know. But yeah, and that
No.
one's due out September, isn't it? I
Yes,
think.
September.
Looks
So
pretty,
all
looks pretty
towards
good.
the end of the year.
Yeah.
All these games.
do you think it's weird there's not been more open world driving games before? When it's such a more obvious, like people talk
think
about driving and the
so.
freedom of driving.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
give them the freedom in a game.
I think, the most memorable open world driving game has to be Burnout Paradise, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And people still sort of go back to that of, being the racing game because you had so much fun and there was so much to do in this huge world. Would we like to see another Burnout? I know I would,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, that crashing aspects that everyone loved.
Yeah,
As well.
definitely. Yeah, how totaled could you get your car? Yeah, that was always a challenge. But yeah, I think I'd love to see something like that. And yeah, you're super excited for Forza, aren't you?
I so am. I can't even describe it.
I see you've lined
Yeah.
up a new
Finally
one
got
right there,
that.
Dead
Yeah,
Rising 4.
Dead
yeah.
Rising 4.
This one looks pretty awesome, actually. I mean, I'm pretty excited for Dead Rising. I've never been a major fan, really, but the fact that this has come back with the original protagonist, Frank, is it? I think his name was.
I think I'm sure.
Frank West, he's good
That's
with
the,
wars.
one,
There you go.
that's the one, Frank West. Yeah, so he's back. Obviously, there's now double the zombies, we've been told, which you can't beat.
Before zombies were cool, and everyone loved zombies, I love zombies. And I was like 14, I saw the original Dawn of the Dead. I was like, oh my god, this
nice.
is brilliant. I didn't get on well with Dead Rising 1 or 2
Okay,
because I didn't
right.
like the timed aspect.
Yeah.
Dead
yeah.
Rising 3, however, loved it. Got every achievement, played a lot of the DLC. 4, it just looks so stupid and so bizarre.
Over the top.
Yeah, it looks brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, judging by that, are you excited for 4 now? You obviously weren't fans of the first 2, the third one caught your eye. Are you excited for number 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like co-op in games as well.
Yeah,
I mean, with
definitely.
these franchises as well, you do get that sort of repetitive feel with it. So
Mm.
with this new one, they need to have something there solid to make you want to keep playing it.
The fact that I can get dressed up as a ballerina and Steph can get dressed up as a medieval knight and we go kill zombies with teddy bears covered in guns is brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. And the crafting on this is meant to be even more sporadic and
Yeah.
mental than ever.
Insane.
I mean, the trailer shows that it's Christmas themed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's just like I've not seen that before, and that looks.
So you're going to be
hilarious.
murdering zombies,
Yeah.
right? Whilst you've got
Or dressed as Santa.
Dressed as Santa, yeah. I mean, how cool is that, really?
Here's your present, boom.
Yeah, obliterating hundreds of thousands of zombies. And, it's nice to see it come back, and that's a December 6th release as well, which,
Also nice to see it go on PlayStation.
yes.
I'm not really a fan of
It's going to be a
exclusives in the way
year,
Dead
though,
Rising-
isn't it?
Yeah,
until
Dead
we see
Rising
it
3
on
was, but
PlayStation. But Still, you know, I think you're right. It's going to be exciting to see it. As a Sony fanboy, I think I'm looking.
As you keep telling us.
Yeah. This is why I get a stick on our Twitter page. Yes, I've read all your comments. Right, we're going to be right back in a bit. Aren't we after the break
we are
with what
back
games?
With Days Gone.
Days Gone, which
Another good
looks
one coming up.
awesome.
That's
Watch
one of
Dogs
my favourite
2.
ones. Watch Dogs 2 as well.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
I'm a big fan, but hey.
Mass Effect fans, guys?
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
So you'll be looking forward to talking about this in a bit.
At least it's a girl for you.
What we're going to do, we're going to let Neil lead with Mass Effect Andromeda. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, we'll be right back after this with all those exciting games and a lot more from our guests. We'll be right back after this. Hello and welcome back to News to Gamers Extra. We're talking about the most exciting open world games set in the next couple of years, and we've already covered quite a few exciting ones, haven't we? Mafia.
Still some good ones to come though.
Like?
Watch Dogs 2.
Awesome. Shall we start with that?
Let's start with that one.
Let's start with that. Set in San Francisco, this one. Now, a lot of people were mixed reactions with the original Watch Dogs. Guys, where do you stand on the Watch Dogs front? You know, did you play the original? Were you disappointed like the rest?
I rarely for myself.
Just a resounding.
Next. Rarely for myself. I bought it day one. I'm usually quite a bit tight and cautious with games. Bought Watch Dogs 1, played it for a few hours and thought, he's such an unlikable, boring character. The story was dreadful and the attacking was so repetitive and uninteresting.
Yeah.
I got rid of it very quickly. My problem with Watch Dogs 2 is they've tried to overemphasise the characters. They're all wacky personalities.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's going to hinder it.
Steph, where do you stand on the Watch Dogs front? You know, are you excited for number 2? Do you think it's going to be better? Do you think it's going to be different compared to the first one?
I think with how disappointing the first one is, I'm pretty sure that they would have listened to a lot of people and
definitely
kind of put it into this one. I mean, it does look good.
It looks a lot better, and the setting as well, you know, San Francisco, it's a beautiful setting, you know, there's a lot more going on in San Francisco than there is in Chicago. The problem that I had, though, with the first one is Chicago is a beautiful city, you know, it's a great, and I've never known anyone to make Chicago look that dull. Like, I was just like, come on, guys.
I've been to San Francisco.
Yeah.
I've seen lots of hills, no sudden fog.
Yeah.
But I never saw anyone with little text-based eye goggles on either.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, maybe that's part of its charm, though, as well. The fact that they're obviously remodernising San Francisco.
I do think that most open-world games succeed. They're either super serious, like Skyrim, or they're a bit comedic and fun, like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
And Watch Dogs definitely needed to go to that latter.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely.
For me, the idea with Watch Dogs 1, the concept of it, I love the idea of the hacking, etc., but they just didn't produce it. I say with the characters that were boring, the scenery just didn't cut it. So hopefully, as you say, with the feedback they've had, they've upped it for this one. But to be honest,
I mean, you know, they've given us a lot more ways to hack this time rather than just pressing A or triangle or whatever it was. So this time there's going to be a lot of different aspects.
Did they say that the whole game can be done with just using the drone as well?
Yes, you can go through the whole game without killing anyone, which sometimes that appeals to me, actually. I like doing a bit of stealth now and again, you know. I know you're more guns blazing, but, you know.
So if the Watch Dogs phone highlighted all of you three and it brought up the secret information, well, what would pop up?
It's not broadcastable. Definitely not broadcastable. You know, but at the same time, the fact that you can hack anything now, you know, rather than just changing traffic lights or bringing bollards up, you know, you can now hack into pretty much anything, which is, again, that brings out a whole unique playing style in itself.
can you imagine this in real life? It would be amazing.
Well, see, the thing is, I get the setting now because San Francisco has some of the largest corporate companies in the world.
Yes.
You know, so I'm guessing they'll play a part in the game itself. IGN are there, for example. Our friends at IGN.
It's still got some iconic locations. You've got Alcatraz and the Golden Gate Bridge, and
exactly, yeah. You know,
the geometry of the city as well is interesting.
And what they have done with the city, they seem to have, you know, redefined it pretty well. You know, they've captured it pretty well. And again, there's lots going on. In fact, let's take a look at the trailer they released at E3, because this is actually pretty good. This is the Watch Dogs 2 trailer that was shown at E3 on News to Gamers.
Shot here in San Francisco costs $350.
Home's smart houses are calibrated to anticipate your every need.
You're listening to Rock the Grid.
spaz if you want to.
I'm right here, and I ain't going nowhere. You can turn tables and you can throw chairs. I'm right here, and I ain't going nowhere. You can knock doors and tear gas the air.
Spaz if you want to. Spaz if you want. Spaz if you want to. Spaz if you want to. Spaz if you want to. Spaz if you want. Spaz if you want to.
Spaz if you want to.
There we go. It looks pretty awesome, doesn't it?
Yeah, just
It
listening
looks
to the
really
music
good.
makes me want to get my hoodie on, just run up buildings and
Yeah,
start hacking
man,
stuff.
do some parkour and start hacking. That's what it makes me want to do. Probably not the best,
No,
best
we're
thing
not
to do, is
trained
it?
to
No.
do it. We'll probably just kill ourselves. in the
Not trained.
process,
It's
but-
also illegal.
Oh, yeah, of course. I knew that.
Whilst we're on Ubisoft, actually, let's quickly talk about their game Steep, which is
Have
a
you guys
new
seen the trailer?
open
one
world
different.
extreme sport.
They're like when I heard Steep, I was like, I didn't expect.
It just
That
sounds
it
like
was.
it's going to be something completely different.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, is it trying to expand on the likes of SSX and 1080 too much?
It needs to, because when I saw the trailer, I was like, steep, more like sleep.
Yeah,
Didn't look
yeah.
interesting to me at all.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
the quote of the show so far. right
They
there.
tried to make it a serious extreme sports game, which is fair enough because that's a big niche now with GoPro and things like that.
Yeah, definitely,
But I didn't
yeah.
see any fun, which is what SSX was, and it was a
Yeah.
bit daft and a bit silly. Also, in my opinion, with a game like this, when you've got a big mountain and there's nothing there but just snow,
Yeah.
there can't be any loading screens.
This is what I said to a friend of mine when we were at E3, and I was like, I don't get it because I want to snowboard really fast down mountains, but what else is there to do?
Yeah, I
apart
don't know who
from
this appeals
wingsuit,
to.
the same thing, but you know, I mean, they have got a lot of things going for it. You know, in terms of the whole extreme sports style, there is snowboarding, there is skiing, wingsuits, or what did you call them on the last episode?
Flappy machines.
Flappy machines. Wow. Right, Leon Rogers, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, paragliding, etc., etc. And it's all sort of user sharing as well. So every crash, every trick, flip, you know, you can share. But how far is that going to go until it gets a bit tedious?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm dying to see an Extremes. I'm dying for a new SSX because I
By
love
saying all that,
SSX.
I'm still very interested to see how it's going to go with it all.
What do you think they can fill that open world with more than just snowboarding and skiing down a hill?
Chalet girls in. But no, I don't know. You've got a good point because it's a large mountain. As you can see, if you look, there's not much in the way of trees.
No.
And it's all powdered off-piste snow. I don't know. It doesn't look interesting to me.
It doesn't look what I'd expect it to be.
I mean, is it that you've got to make it from one bit to a bit round the mountain? And is it just?
I think it's, you know, there's a lot of time trials and all that sort of stuff, but again, how tedious is that going to be? You know, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to put a downer on this new IP that Ubisoft have obviously been developing for a while, and I was told about it by a drunken Ubisoft employee last year. I did quite well to keep it a secret, actually. But, you know, so I am excited in one aspect of knowing that there's an extreme sports game coming out, but I'd rather an SSX, you know, Tricky be remade or something.
I mean, it'd be good. I mean, if they've got a GoPro on there. I mean, obviously, if he has got a camera on his head, that'd be good. If after you've done your flight or anything, you could actually go back in and see the footage,
See the footage, yeah,
and then
yeah.
tweak bits of it.
Is
and
this something that you could have fun with streaming on Twitch?
It could do, yeah.
Take a selfie in your flappy machine.
Yeah.
There you go.
Flappy
Just-
machine.
Or like,
so-
see, I mean, if it's got co-op on it, I mean, it'd be quite fun to see how fast you could glide down a mountain.
There's going to be a big time trial aspect.
Yeah,
If you're
big
bound
time,
you're bound to have a leaderboard of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you imagine
no,
that getting really
definitely.
frustrating?
Sort of,
Someone
you know,
wants to-
maybe
as you
Top
progress,
Gear
you'll get
style.
older.
Yeah, I
you
would
know.
say if I was thinking, oh, what would I put in here for a community aspect? It'd be custom race courses. You
Yeah.
can say, right, you need to ski down here and then wing suit Flappy Bird to the other side of the mountain and then snowboard for the rest of it. And then we can
This looks
challenge each
fun.
other.
Yeah, yeah,
Snowboarding.
definitely. Yeah, you know, but it's different. I mean, you know, it's
Yeah.
actually out this year as well, which I didn't expect from Ubisoft. So December release. And hopefully we'll see a bit more that will entice us a little bit more rather than just that, you know. Fingers
Maybe they
crossed.
could put in a story or something like that. If you ever watched that film, quite a recent one with the extreme sports, and they have a cause to do. I can't remember what it's called. Anyone
No.
want to save me
Are
here?
they using it to rob a bank and like
Yes,
rob money?
that's the one.
I know.
Yeah.
It was an old 80s or 70s film, wasn't
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was a
it
remake
must
of some
remastered.
sort.
Yeah.
All right, no,
Something like that.
haven't got a
Can't
clue what
remember.
either of you are
Okay,
talking
don't
about.
worry. My point is in
I'm usually pretty good on films.
Yeah,
Don't know
I'm
that
in.
one.
Yeah, no, way out with that
Okay,
one.
moving on.
Right, moving on. So after the break, we're going to talk Ghost Recon.
Yes.
We're going to talk Days Gone. We're going to touch on Crackdown 3 as well, aren't we, Steph? You're going to lead the whole show with that one. And Neil's going to lead the whole show on No Man's Sky. So exciting times on that. And yeah, we've got a lot more to cover as well. That's coming after the break, so stay with us. Right, welcome back to News to Gamers Extra Part 3, and we're talking about the most exciting open world games to come, and it is getting pretty exciting. We've had a good first 2 parts of the show, haven't we? I'm super excited, can you tell? Because we've got another amazing game that I'm going to talk about now, one that I'm so hyped for, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes, again, another one I'm really excited for.
It's very different, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously, Guerrilla Games, they're usually famed for the likes of Killzone. So for them to do an open world sort of action RPG, you know, story-based game is very different.
And it's so contrasting as well. So you're in this primitive setting, but it's very futuristic as well with the
Yeah.
mechanical
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
There's heavy aspects of religion involved as well.
Yeah,
which is
definitely,
very,
yeah.
contradictory with the technology.
Yeah, and the whole story
I like a deep
itself
storyline.
as well is kind of based around, you know, what happened to the people, you know, and then it goes through this story of, right, okay, so there's only a few of us left, so
I'm going to make a prediction now.
Go for it.
Game ends and it comes back to modern settings and it's just like a themed safari
It's a
park.
dream.
I will stand up and applaud if that's the game. It's like you pay to go in and then do this in a modern setting.
It's one of them that you can just imagine just going, yeah, this looks awesome, like playing through it, yeah, primitive, yeah, you know, futuristic. This was all a dream. Oh, God, that's the worst ending ever.
Or actually, you're not playing this game, you're playing that game Dreams.
Yeah, that's
There
it. Media Molecule, which looks awesome. Steph, where do you stand on this? Because you watched the trailer recently, didn't you?
Yeah, like I didn't know what to expect when I watched it, and I saw obviously the post-apocalyptic kind of where the city was a city, and then it kind of died, and it overgrew with greenery, and then it's like as if everyone disappeared, and then suddenly you were just there with a crossbow, and then there's just dinosaurs that look like trees, but they're robots. And I was just like, how do you go from nothing
All of that.
to these?
Well, apparently we're going to find out in the story.
I mean, are they robots that have been under the ground for so long and they've come up?
yeah,
like,
this is it.
Because they've got trees on them. Like, are they?
Well, that's it. This is what I'm actually really excited to learn
Yeah.
more about is how did it all begin, and obviously that's what the story is about, and another female protagonist, which you girls must be well happy about, and she does look a bit of a badass as well.
I really like her hair. I think it's very flowy.
It's very flowy,
Yeah.
yeah, almost like Lara Croft's. But yeah, so this one again, February release, and I am super stoked. PS4 exclusive, obviously as well, and the world itself looks.
I don't have one either. I'm Xbox.
We've got to change this up. We've got to change. We'll
Make
up
three of
your
us then.
Xbox.
I am fed up of my Xbox. Are you feeling the same about your Xbox? It just made them.
Okay, we've got to be really kind to Microsoft here.
I love my Xbox.
Yeah,
but
well
not enough, I don't think, to fork out for another one.
Yeah.
I'm fine with mine.
Yeah. Let's actually have a look at the brand new E3 trailer for Horizon Zero Dawn. This is it on News to Gamers. This was shown at E3 again, and it looks awesome. Let's have a look.
Your whole life you've been searching. And the elders, they've been holding you back.
The girl is a curse. She came from nowhere. She is no one.
When they told me to raise you, I didn't ask questions.
Why am I an outcast? Who was my mother.
Always you pushed for answers. Push yourself to the edge. Here in the valley, we may be outcasts, but it's safe. Out there, girl, you'll be lost. You won't know where to turn or who to trust. You'll be chasing a riddle into a wilderness of mysteries. The world of the old ones. What secrets lie buried beneath their crumbling ruins? Why Earth is ours no more. These questions, Aloy, the tribe has forbidden. What if the answers are worse than not knowing?
You can help, or you can get out of my way.
Then be ready for the darkness. And be careful what you bring to light. Even if you do catch what you're after, how do you know it won't bite back?
Outcast! You came from nothing. You will die a nothing.
I came from somewhere.
Identity confirmed.
Even if it destroys me, I will see this through.
Wow. Right, so there we go. Are we excited for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that. I mean, you know, the whole open world, it reminds me a bit of Avatar as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope not.
Come on, Avatar's a great
terrible film. It's what I like in an open world game. There's
Yeah.
some open world games like Skyrim and Fallout, you go and do what you want and when you want. But I like games that lead you in, so you have to do this, but it is still open
More of a
world
challenge,
game.
isn't it?
Well, you build you up as you build through the game
Yeah,
as well.
definitely. And, you know, there's crafting and stuff like that, you know, where you've, you know, obviously see that Ali there has got a bow and arrow and she's had to sort of collect things and craft that herself, and I like that in a game, you know. Very Far Cry-y. But
Catapult, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Was it?
Kind of Tomb Raiderish as well, with obviously her bow and arrow, and you build it up. And
Yeah, you know, so I'm quite excited about all aspects of that game. Very much so. Right, let's hand it over to Eternal Steph HD right now. This is your presenting debut. Go for it, Crackdown 3.
I'm so excited. Like, the first one came out, I used to work at Game Station, and when the first one came out, that's all we ever played, that's all we did. We all went home after work, we played it. It was so much fun. They brought the second one out, and it wasn't the same. I don't know, there was something about it.
So what excites you about the third one then?
It reminds me of the first one, but you can destroy everything. Like, it's just I don't know. The second one, I think they ruined it a bit with too much of like the alien-y people, and it was I don't know. I got a bit bored of it, but this one, like, it looks the same as the first one, but better.
Yeah,
and I enjoyed the first one, so I can't
wait. I do
wait.
like the whole sort of idea with the destruction and thing, because now they've gone even further, so there's more infrastructure, which means as soon as you destruct something, there's something else that's obviously in the way. Which
I mean, it's destructible in co-op as well, so if you're playing with your friends, you could just destroy everything.
Just flatten the land.
Can't wait.
I saw criticism that people said, if you're not playing online and therefore don't access the cloud, you can't have the destruction.
That's what I heard.
But all due respect, obviously everyone is online now in some respects, so...
But at the same time, Crackdown fans will be used to not being online, you know, in terms of, you know, they do have strong story components, and they have done in the first two. They're going to expect that in the third. Obviously we know now the reason it wasn't at E3 is because of the delay to 2017 summer, I think, isn't it?
If you don't have anything to show, you don't have anything to show.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that.
Exactly. So, you know, at the same time, I am eager to learn what they're going to bring to the table, a little bit more than destruction.
And they've only showed you a little bit, so I can't wait to see what they add to next year. Like,
Can you not wait for the headquarters guy to come back and be like, throw a car for that building, agent?
Right, let's quickly hand it over to Neil now with your presenting, not debut.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect Andromeda, we're going to cover in the next part.
Oh.
So you're going to talk about No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Like my sci-fi games. No Man's Sky looks incredible. Anyone who's ever played the Elite games, anything similar to that with this space exploration. Space doesn't have to be seen as boring, because the thing with space is you're either on a planet or you're not.
Yeah.
But space is beautiful, the colours and everything around, and the asteroid fields and all stuff like this.
It's what I find interesting about that game is it can never be completed because of the generated worlds.
I'm a bit worried about this, because I'd rather have a game with a lot of variety than No Man's Sky could be, which is to have a huge game of the same thing.
Yeah.
That's
no,
a
I
worry
agree
to
with
me.
that.
But from what they've actually talked about this, they've said, oh, there's combat and trading and pirates and factions and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't have a PS4 right now, but if I buy one, say the Black Friday time frame, it comes out then, I'm like, oh, will that be in the deals? Hopefully it's a game I can get a hold of at the same time as the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Because I'm an Xbox owner, but I don't want to buy a PlayStation 4 and have games I can get on the Xbox One with it.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky isn't exclusive.
It is.
So I want that game.
And obviously mid-August release now, obviously, after the delay. So, it looks good. There's a lot of exploration. Hopefully the exploration is a little bit more than what we've seen so far. We have got 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left, so I'll be right back after the break. Hello and welcome back to News to Gamers Extra. We're having a laugh in between the breaks here. So we're going to get right back into the games. We're talking about the best open world games that are coming.
Ghost Recon Wildlands
is the next one, and I am excited about this. I can't wait for this game. There's a lot to it, One question I have got for both of you though is, do you think it will go too much down the Division route?
I actually didn't play Division.
No. No,
this is
because Division tried to be an MMO on console, and MMOs, in my opinion, don't work on console.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely.
Wildlands would be more like Far Cry, when you've got lots of things to do, and Crackdown, and they build up to the big boss, and you work as a team to do it.
Yeah. Obviously setting the whole Bolivian culture, you're taking down drug lords and all these sort of mafia guys, and I think it looks incredible, and the setting is perfect. Day and night cycles, so and what they have said is that Ghost Recon Wildlands is dangerous all the time, whether it's day or night. So that I'm really intrigued for, and I just love the fact that all four of us can squad up together. Steph can be right. I'm going up the stairs to take him out. Keep an eye out for the bad guy, and Neil's driving in on his motorbike or his scooter, and Leanne's in the milk truck. So
I usually play
I'm
as a
going to go
sniper.
rogue and just kill you all.
I usually play as a sniper. I face my enemies eye to eye down a long distance scope. So that's like a coward.
But that's it, and all this sort of, it's the biggest world Ubisoft have ever built as well, which I'm really excited for, because they were tipping Division to be the biggest world they've ever built.
And with that, they're saying there's going to be how many cars? 50?
There's
50
over
cars.
50 different vehicles in the game, which is huge.
I'm hoping that the day-to-night system you can play on with it, like certain missions, like if say you try it during the day and it's just too much heat, like they can see you everywhere. I wonder if you can then try it at night and try it that way.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think that would be really interesting. Customizable loadouts as well. So they're going to bring different weapons, and obviously being South America, I'm assuming there'll be a lot more sort of rifles and submachine guns.
Yeah. They're not going to quite have the technology that you have. And lots of Bolivians with little panpipes. You can dress up and sneak into a camp.
Well, that's it. And what they have said, and it does show in the gameplay trailer as well, it's a living world, which again is pretty exciting stuff. So, I am super excited for this, and this one's out on my birthday, by the way, guys. So if you want it all,
every time.
You don't need 3 copies.
If you want to chip in, round up for March 7th, just saying. So yeah, no, I think every aspect of this game just looks incredible. It's new, it looks fresh, it's a big world.
It's a co-op game.
It's a co-op game.
Which to me is a must-buy.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Do you think this is going to be Ubisoft's saviour? Because they've had a lot of stick in the last couple of years with failures of, you know, Assassin's Creed, too much Far Cry. You know, Division is now kind of a big flop after the first few months. Is this going to be the saviour?
I'm going to say yes for a simple reason that it has to be played co-op.
Yeah.
If you play single player, there's 3 AI. But people will watch that and instantly go, oh, I'm the sniper of my friends.
Yeah.
Play that as a group. And I like these type of games are good because they give you the means, they give you a single objective and give you the means to do it.
Yeah.
Rather than saying, this mission, we're going to use a helicopter. And we're going to fly and kill things.
Yeah, and you get to approach it your way.
Yeah.
Is this something that you would stream?
Yeah.
With your
the
Eternal crew?
Yeah. This is something that we'd have so much fun on,
Awesome. Well, we can't wait for March 7th where we're all going to check out the Eternal Steph HD streaming and getting absolutely gutted on Ghost Recon. What game we got next?
We have...
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
Yes. Right, I'm a big BioWare fan. I played all the original Baldur's Gate, loved Dragon Age. Mass Effect, however, I think was a better trilogy than Dragon Age. Come at me, Dragon Age fans. Again, the space aspect and this multicultural aspect of all these different alien races, and you're working as a team to overcome a great baddie. I don't want Andromeda, however, to follow on from Mass Effect 3.
Well, they have said that the ending, whichever ending you picked in 3, will not affect Andromeda. How do you feel about No Shepherd and a female protagonist?
Perfectly fine. Don't want, like I said, didn't want his carrying at all from the other 3 games. Do something else. You've done in that world, do something else.
Are you excited for an open world now with Mass Effect? Do you think they'll be able to pull it off?
Mass Effect had an open world aspect to it in the sense that depending on how far you were in the story, it opened up a bit more and a bit more, a bit more. Which is good because it means you can do all of the open world, then do a story mission, and do more of the open world, and do a story mission.
This one is the most ambitious one they've ever done, though, isn't it? And a really big world. In fact, let's actually take a look at the new trailer. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see much from the EA conference, did we? Not enough, anyway. But this trailer in itself does actually look pretty special, so let's take a look. This is Mass Effect Andromeda on News to Gamers.
An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Up on a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of the night's cows he saw plowing through ragged skies and up the cloudy draw. There you go, Mass Effect Andromeda. I just want to repeat something that Steph said during that trailer. There's too much talking in this. I just want to shoot people in the face.
She's a renegade then.
Yeah. These are the sort of people we get on our sofa, guys. This is the Twitch streamers we get on our sofa.
You'd be a Krogan.
Let's quickly touch on before the end of the show.
Days Gone.
Days Gone. Now this looks really interesting. It was actually really weird how Sony went about this at the press conference. They showed the announcement trailer, didn't they?
Yeah.
Sort of first thing during the press conference. And then right at the end of the press conference showed gameplay footage. So they went through everything else, which was very strange. Why did they not do it at the same time? There's a lot of questions unanswered and a lot of people saying that they think that things were cancelled during the conference. But either way,
possibly,
this was shown off and looks incredible. It looks a bit like the Walking Dead TV show meets The Last of Us meets Red Dead Redemption. I think it looks damn good. I really do. The protagonist looks like he's got something about him. He looks a badass. You know, you wouldn't sort of mess with him. And the zombies have all got individual brains. Or no brains. Zombies. Thinking patterns. So, you know, and the whole crafting system as well. So there's a lot to this game. I mean, is this something that either of you are looking forward to? You know, have you got more questions? Do you want to see more of it?
We love zombies, so... Yeah.
Big World War Z vibe
for all
for me.
gamers, we are just waiting for the zombie apocalypse to happen.
Yeah. I'm going to run outside and get killed immediately.
If we've got these sort of resources, or Dead Rising resources, we'll be fine.
Yeah. But I run outside and go, I'm a nerd.
We've had the practice.
Die.
We've had the practice for Dead Rising to play, so when this actually happens, we'll be prepared.
Yeah, definitely.
I was a little sceptical on the trailer.
Yeah,
because
for what reason?
It looked like a tech demo.
Yeah.
They were just trying to try out the technology and the zombie waves and the flow. I'd like to see a bit more gameplay.
Definitely,
but it's an early trailer, so...
Yeah. I mean, from what we did see, it does look good. You know, again, there's a lot of Assassin's Creed style climbing and stuff in there as well, I've noticed. Which, I don't know how to feel about that, but, you know...
Have they made this instead of another Last of Us?
Do you know what? I mean, it's Blend Studios that have done this, and they did the Uncharted Vita game, didn't they? So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think we'll still see another Last of Us.
Steph, running zombies or slow zombies?
That's a big call.
It is.
Running, for me, it's got to be running.
It's got to be running.
Slow ones, you can take your time and you can figure out how you want to kill them. The running away ones kind of gets your heart going. Oh, how am I going to get away? You're trying to get away.
Yeah. Either way, this isn't out till 2017. Still a lot to learn on it yet, but either way, it does look good. And we've actually
it looks like Gollum.
We've actually come to the end of the show, so it does look like Gollum. Actually, yeah. Right. Anyway, that is the end of the show, guys. Tune in on Wednesday from 10:30, where we've got a lot of new trailers to show and some brand new news. Until then, keep it locked.